Unlock your full potential and achieve your goals with Hidden Wealth Society, the virtual community dedicated to personal growth and development. Our community is designed to help growth-oriented individuals enhance their mindset, health and wellness, travel experiences, and finances. Join a global network of mentors, trainers, and like-minded individuals who will support and motivate you to achieve your goals. Our community offers exclusive content, expert-led workshops and webinars, and a vibrant travel community. You'll gain valuable knowledge, actionable strategies, and insider tips to enhance your mental and emotional well-being, develop winning habits, achieve financial independence, set and achieve goals, and broaden your travel horizons. We're offering a pre-launch special offer that gives you full access to our extensive resources, expert-guided workshops, and exclusive community for just $149 per month. This is a limited-time offer and a steal compared to the cost of hiring a personal coach or attending a live event. At Hidden Wealth Society, we believe that success is not just about achieving your financial goals. It's about achieving personal growth and fulfillment in all areas of your life. We're committed to supporting you every step of the way and providing you with the resources and guidance you need to become the best version of yourself. Join us and take the first step towards unlocking your full potential. Let's embark on this journey together and create a life of abundance, joy, and prosperity.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. It is Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and we are here with our talk show with Think Big with Doc and Mr. Bay. I hope you're all excited because if you already caught the last three, you're in a special treat for tonight. My name is Makisha Styles, also known as Keisha. I have the pleasure of being one of your co-hosts for this evening. So I want to go ahead and welcome everyone to tonight's talk show. Like I said, you all are going to be in for a huge treat. So one of the things, give me one moment. One of the things we're going to cover tonight is a topic that everyone is talking about, okay? Whether you're watching TV, whether you're on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or whether even your job as well, you are hearing about this topic we're going to cover tonight, and that is all about AI in the world today. So if you already heard about AI, I know we have people over on YouTube, we have people on Facebook, we have people over on Clubhouse. If you heard about AI, especially our YouTube people, because y'all can type in the chat, just put AI in the chat because that is what we're going to be covering tonight. But what I want to do, first thing I have to do is get our legal disclaimer out the way so that we can be good and covered for tonight's call. So this is the HWS Talk Show. The information shared on this show is for entertainment purposes only. It's not to be intended as legal advice. We ask that you consult with your legal team for any legal advice. Now I got the legal stuff out the way, we can officially get started. So like I said, the topic for tonight is going to be on AI in the world today. And two very special hosts I'm about to bring on the line are just educated, okay? I don't know about you, but I like to hear from people that are educated, has the skills, has the results to provide the information, and that is who you're about to hear from. One of them is going to be Mr. Akil Bey, okay? He's the CEO of Hidden Wealth Society, and when I say he has a good track record, he has the track record, and he's the one that's definitely going to provide just some phenomenal information for you tonight when it comes to AI. And then right beside him, you're going to see in a few moments, it's going to be Dr. Parker, aka Doc. And we talk about certifications. He has the certifications, everything that you need. So you know that you're going to be hearing from the experts tonight. I don't know about you, but I like to hear from experts when we're talking about especially money, AI, anything like that. I want to hear from experts. So what I'm about to do is move myself out the way, and I'm about to bring to the forefront these two phenomenal gentlemen, Mr. Akil Bey and Dr. Parker. Are you all there, sirs? There we go. I see Dr. Parker's on.
Yes, I'm here.
Good. We want to go ahead and welcome you to the line, sir. And Mr. Bey's about to be joining you in a few seconds.
All righty. And how are you doing this afternoon, Miss Styles?
I'm doing phenomenal, Doc. Can't complain at all because you know me, I love AI, so I can't wait to hear what you all about to just go over tonight with us.
Hey, well, we are excited. We've been looking forward to this show. we've been talking about it for some time now. Just inside of Hidden Wealth, we talk about AI all the time because the landscape is changing, and AI is a big part of society and who we are and how we exist and do what we do. So we can't ignore it, but we embrace it, and we try to be as comfortable in that space as we possibly can be as we transition more and more to a society that has humanoids and more self-service as far as getting us to do more so that they can help people do less because of the advent of AI. So I'm excited as we're going to talk about it tonight. And hey, Mr. Bay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm excited as well.
Yeah. A great topic you picked to talk about tonight, AI. Now, I've been thinking about it throughout the day. What are we going to talk about? Because as the audience, if they don't know, I let them know now. It's not like we have a script or anything. We just come on and we're going to just, with the show, it's a new show. We haven't made it to Hollywood yet, so we're actually we're the video graphics, the makeup artists, we're the writers, the producers. We're all of it for now. So so it's not like we pre-scripted anything we're going to talk about tonight. We're just going to just bounce ideas off of each other on what we feel, how we feel AI is affecting society from good and from bad. And, because AI is, like I say, it's very much a part of who we are today and how we go about our business. And AI, to some people, it's frightening though, babe, because as you know, AI is starting to infiltrate the workforce. It's that there was a study that was out by one of the leading universities not too long ago, and this study was also echoed by some of the top economic scientists that by the year 2030, that AI would be removed an additional 15 to 20% of workforce. And the industries that they targeted the most was transportation, I guess because they're coming all of these self-drivers, cars and all, so that's a good thing. And then I think the other one was hospitality. Those two industries was going to take a major hit as a result of AI. So with that being said, what do you think, Bay? How do you feel about AI infiltrating the workforce like that? And do you feel it's a good thing? I mean, it's not a good thing for those whose jobs are on the line, but as far as for the evolution of society, do you feel it's a good thing?
Well, I truly believe that AI has been, well, I know that AI has been around long before it has been publicized, right? From the many different sectors of many different industries, starting with when you call someone's phone and an answering machine picks up, right? Answering service. That's AI. That's computerized. When you get a automated email back, that was the beginning clues that how far technology would be able to take us. I believe that in certain cases, yes, it's a great thing that AI has came into play because it creates an even playing field for anyone. But with that, it's a double-edged sword because it can be manipulated for those that don't know or don't use it in the right manner with integrity. People are using AI to scam people. People are using AI to do a lot of different things. When it comes to the workforce, man, it's serious. It's very serious. It may be good for the business owner overall, but it's not good for the employees, right? Because now they have to go above and beyond. And we saw this when, I don't know, it was years ago. over 10 years now, where you can actually check yourself out without having to go stand in a long line, right? And wait until somebody actually check you out. And
Right.
then of course, nowadays, I was speaking with my wife and she was telling me, she saw on a Facebook post, someone went to a restaurant and the robot, took the order, and then the robot brought the food. The customer had to get the actual food off of the tray, put it on the table, but the tab, it was $35 just for the experience of the robot, not including the meal. It was the gratuity of $35. So I don't know what the business owner was taking the $35 to pay off the robot, or just making an extra $35 on top of the meal. Right? But I feel sorry for the server that lost their jobs, the servers that, the waitresses and the waiters that lost their job and the opportunity. But it's maybe good for the business owner. So it's a double-edged sword. And don't get into, college and schooling. Yes, a lot of people can be able to have a lot more time with a lot less study, quote unquote. But when it's time for them to perform at the profession they may have their degrees in, they're not going to know anyway. And Lord have mercy, I don't want to have to go to a doctor and have a surgery and they use AI to pass to get their degree in medicine. That'd be horrible.
Right.
That'd be horrible. So I think it's a double-edged sword from the perspective of the user and the consumer.
Right. I totally agree, 100%. And because, if you're looking at it from an employer perspective, then, that's some cost cutting in there. So, there's some advantages from there. But I guess that's why, here at Hidden Wealth, because when we put out the flyer, when we did the trial, one of the things we put on the flyer, what are you going to do when AI come after your job? And I think early on when we talked about this, that because now people are looking for other ways to get some type of income coming in, because we see the writing on the wall. A lot of us see the writing on the wall, and in a lot of professions, we can see that they're going to be shrinking as far as the amount of manpower that they're going to be needing. So having the opportunity now to create a second line of income, and that is as a result of AI, because without AI, we couldn't be doing what we're doing. Right? Even right now, we couldn't even be having our show without AI. So, here's one of the advantages. But for us to be able to bring the 4X into someone's household, the education of the 4X into someone's household, as a result of what AI is allowing us to do, it's to me, it's amazing. So, I have some thumbs up for a lot of parts of AI, because it does. It is allowing people. I mean, you and I, we here doing a talk show. Without AI, we couldn't be able to do this. And for those who will be going through the business incubator program that we'll be structuring under the umbrella of Hidden Wealth, because of AI now, they can market to the masses. Right? Before AI, the only thing you make could get a TV commercial, but that was still AI. But now AI allows social media for any and all of us to go out there and showcase our talents and our skills. And it has created some stars that probably would not have been stars. From athletes to entertainers to some of the best salespeople in the industry that started out on social media because AI gave them a platform to be able to do it. So from that perspective, I see so much good in AI, and especially how we'll be able to use it to help individuals grow their business model. I think AI has done so much for the business community, because now you can advertise and market for a fraction of the cost, through the use of digital advertising, social media, and things like that. And so without AI, we wouldn't be able to do any of that. So I'm excited for so many people now that are going to have the opportunity to showcase their talents and their gifts and their skills to a broad audience out on the social media. That's going to translate in, for some of them, going to translate into wealth. And that opportunity was not available years ago. So that's why I think here at Hidden Wealth, how we encourage all of our citizens to think big, because now it is the opportunity to think big, because you can do things now because of AI that you couldn't have done before. So I guess that's why we be encouraging people, to take advantage of the opportunities that you have. Even with the Forex and trading and under the umbrella of Hidden Wealth, we make that available to them through virtual streaming because of AI. And so I have to be a fan of AI because it affords us the opportunity to help so many people, right?
Yeah, well, Doc, I got a question for you.
Okay.
It's a two-part question. And I have to ask this question because we look at everything as being good, but we also in this particular realm, we want to make sure that we look at the good and the not so good, because it's a double-edged sword.
Cool.
So this is a two-part question.
Okay.
Was life better before AI and before technology? And were people smarter before AI and technology? Or will people be more, I don't want to say dumb, but not as smart as people that didn't have technology? And this is an example. In today's society, they don't teach how to write in cursive anymore in school. They don't teach that in school anymore. So because of that, how would one sign an actual contract? Because in law, you know this, a contract is only solidified by the blood of the ink to the paper. But a lot of people sign contracts online that doesn't necessarily represents that blood to ink on paper. So if a person, that's just one example. Second example is a person doing math. Most people pick up their calculators to do the math and they can't do it in their head. So is that a good thing or bad thing overall for society in the long run?
So let's look at how laws work. And laws are modified as society changes. So there was a time that it required a person to be face to face for the purpose of identification, and then also get a signature to match what was on identification. But now, again, through the informational age, and we can transfer data and images quite quickly, a digital signal now can be used. So the law was modified to take advantage of growth in technology, right? So, and as to whether or not it's a good thing or a bad thing, I would ask this question. Does society need one to be able to still write in cursive? Or have we outgrown that? So there's a lot of functions and practices, right, that AI has eliminated. So it said where it may have eliminated the ability for man to think. They said the same thing when a remote came out, that it's going to make everybody lazy because they won't get up to change the channels on the TV. Well, no, they still get up. They just can use that time for something else now versus going to change the channel on the TV. So it frees up time from sometimes mediocre tasks that can be done through the use of AI, so that we can then use our time to do other things that may be much more advantageous to the growth of humanity. So I like to think that in that case, I would like to think that AI eliminates a lot of the functions that we would have to do from day to day that are somewhat trivial and has no basic meaning on the growth of humanity today, but may have great significance 25 years ago. So I'd like to think that technology has made us better in the way of giving us more time and opportunities to continue to grow as a society without continuing to do stuff that's very dinosaurish in today's field. So, I mean, I like not having to get up and change the channel. I grew up with TV that you had to change the channel, and I'm serious, and move rabbit ears, you know?
Yeah, most people don't know about. I think I was the last generation that actually had to get up and change the channel. It was only like 7 stations.
Really?
I think like 6 or 7 stations. And at 12 o'clock, the channels went off, and they played the national anthem right before it goes off.
Right.
And right before it comes on. And in between time, you just get this screen. Some channels just had this screen, just this long vibrational sound. And other channels was just snowy effect on the television. And then some channels just played music with the flag in the background over and over and over again. Right? Yeah. Yep. And then things change. I think I was like 8 or 9 years old. Cable television came out, and the sale on why people wanted to get cable televisions was because, yes, you're paying for TV, but you didn't have to worry about being sold on commercials. Right. You can watch TV as much as you want, no sold on commercials, and then you can get this. And now you're seeing commercials. Right. Then now it's in the process. Well, we're streaming. We're streaming television. Now you don't even need a television. You don't even need to go directly to the networks. You can watch it over the internet, and you can have every station you want. You can pick and choose which station you want and pay a subscription every single day. Right. It's going, and again, it gets to the point where you can actually buy stuff that you see on TV from the TV. If your favorite actor is wearing a hat, a sweater, or they're wearing a jacket or some shoes you like, you can click on those things, and it'll take you directly to the site where you can buy it from.
Right.
Let me ask you this, because do you think AI? At what point do you think AI and technology can be harmful to society, where we ultimately become so lazy? We get out of shape. We don't think for ourselves. We get out of shape. We don't have human contact and communications anymore. I think AI is good, but it can be detrimental. At what point do you think it can be detrimental to the true human experience, rather than a human to technology experience?
What point? And this is just my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. These are just questions. It's just a conversation. It's just a conversation.
Because they had that same argument when people start riding horses and, you know, driving cars. That now that
hey, Doc, don't tell them your age, Doc. Don't tell them your age. Don't tell them your age. You say ride horses, the cars.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's okay. Man is not walking anymore. They riding in cars now, so they all gonna get fat and lazy, right? Because then it came over with a car. So
hey, Doc, you look good for your age. You remember when cars was invented, when they went from horses to cars? Man, you look amazing for your age. You taking them the hidden wealth essential, essential vitamins.
It's the products, man. It's the products. No, honestly, I don't think it has anything to do with so much AI as it does the mind of the people who have access to it, right? We can use anything for good that was made for bad, or we can use anything that was bad and use it for good. It's going to have to. It all has to do with the nature of the individual to have access, right? So if we as a society, if we go about using AI for the good and not use it for the bad, then it's not on AI. It's actually going to be on us. It's hard for me to continue. It's hard for me to look at it and look at it from a negative perspective. So I don't really have too much to say about it, because I'm looking at the opportunities that is given to the 8-year-old who has a voice that just can blow the roof off. And their parents get an opportunity to showcase that voice out there on one of the social media sites, and somebody see them, and boom, all of a sudden, this 8-year-old who probably would have never got discovered now has an opportunity. Or that mom that's at home that just have such a skill set, but would have never had the opportunity to start a business that can create fashion that just make the upper echelon marvel at it, but would have never had this opportunity. But all of a sudden now AI opens up a platform, and now this mother get to show her designs out there, and all of a sudden these are the opportunities that I try to stir the minds toward. Not so much that AI can cause problems. Anything can cause problems if the wrong person using it. But look at the good and the opportunities that is affording people like myself to be out here communicating, with individuals that otherwise I probably would have never get an opportunity to see in life, even though they existed. So I'm sure that there's going to be bad, like it is in anything, but right now my mind is so focused on the good. And so that's all I see right now is the good that AI has brought to society and will continue to bring to society through the opportunities. Yeah, we're going to lose some jobs, but we're going to create some entrepreneurs. So it balances. We lose one, we gain another one. There's always a way that, when something get washed out, something get washed in. That's how life works, right?
Absolutely. I agree with you. Because with every generation, with every new generation that comes around, we look at the older generation, look at the newer generation and say, y'all different. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all gonna have issues when y'all get older. Oh Lord. Oh man.
But they manage something.
Yeah, but they always manage, always create new things to help society overall, new ideas, new technology, new creations, new hobbies, new things to do overall. And that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And I'm going based off of me seeing the new generation coming up. I feel like my father, I feel like all the generations that was older than me coming up now to the new generation. And I'm looking at them like, Lord have mercy. We're gonna have some issues. We're gonna have some issues. But I know in the back of my mind, they okay. They just growing up. They don't really know much now. Right. But then I look at the technology they're using and the way they're using it. I'm like, oh my God, oh man. Did they put that on social media for the whole world to see? Yeah. Right. And then I look at videos and I look at it and I say, wow, that's amazing. That was a smart idea. We got YouTube pages now where it's all AI. A person used AI to create videos and their whole page is viral and you don't even know who controls it.
Right.
Because they utilize AI. They go to one AI, get some information, write me a script about so-and-so. They take that script and they say, make me a voiceover for this. And then they say, take it from that to make me a video that goes into this script and this voice. And it makes it. And they say, animate this video to make it look like this. They have a whole video and they didn't even create anything other than from an idea, typing the idea and telling a computer to create it. and all they do is push it. Now it probably take 15 to 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes per video. And then now you got technology where you can preset the videos to actually post throughout the whole week. So if you take 4 to 5 hours on a Sunday to have your videos posted all throughout the week for the whole week, and you can make thousands of dollars for millions of views on autopilot, that's absolutely amazing for the entrepreneur to use AI. Absolutely amazing. But Doc, what scares me is these people, you have a doctorate's degree, sir. You had to put in time and effort and study to obtain the knowledge to get your doctorate's degree. Now, for someone in the new generation and they're using AI, the AI is writing all their papers. The AI is doing everything for them. They don't have to put in the time to do that. They don't know half the information they need to know to get that doctor's degree. Is that good or bad?
It's a change.
It is. Just say it.
Look from this because I've heard like my parents have said, we had to walk 6 miles to get to school and then walk back. So, and you guys are on the bus, so you're not going to be, look at this generation. You guys are going to be so soft. But look what happened under the umbrella of our generation. Look what happened. The change as far as how space is looked at. The advent of the airplane, Wright brothers. Then, we ain't even talking about AI yet. Look at all the inventions that came under say, the last 40 years. Look at the change. And these were those that they said gonna be messed up because they ain't walked to school. So no, I think the next generation going to be just fine.
Okay. Do you think the AI is going to? I think, and I'm just want to ask this, and I'm thinking like, okay, they may have went to school to get these degrees, but by the time it's time for them to get into those positions, they're not going to even be able to get the job because AI done took up already.
I think society is smarter than that. I just think society is smarter than that. I don't think that because someone used AI to pass a test, it's going to get in the way of common sense and ingenuity. People evolve, just like species evolve. We change with the landscape that we're in. We're very adaptable. We always have been. If you look at the evolution of man, or the evolution of humanity, not man and woman, the evolution of humanity, we always evolved and caught up with the time. Time never left us behind where we couldn't figure it out because time had got so far ahead of us. You meet someone and say, man, they still in the 90s. They never got out the 90s. But no, we as humanity, we find a way to keep up with time, and we evolve. So, AI is very new on the landscape right now. And yeah, there's a lot of unknowns, and there's a lot of fears and phobias that come with unknowns, right? But you have to trust that God equipped us to be adaptable to any changes in the evolution of technology as well as the evolution of nature. So I think society will be smart enough to find a way to allow education to have some level of integrity so that the skill sets don't diminish as a result of the aid of AI. Because AI is a tool used to help educate. There's many things that I can do now that I wouldn't have had access to, but because of social media and kind people who go out there and show you how to do it, you can just pull up a video and say, this is how you do this. And you just do it. Because someone used AI to put that knowledge out there to help teach the masses on how to do some chores that they normally wouldn't have been able to do. I think that's going to be the same in higher levels of education, that AI will be a force to the good of learning, just more so than it will be to those who use it to cheat. I just think that more people will use it for the good than, a few that's going to use it to try and skate through school, because, it's if that's, you can't.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Doc. I wish I had it. I would have used it to skip through school quick.
No, right.
Like anybody that they have a chance to skip through schools and get straight A's.
You use a calculator, right?
Yeah, we got somebody that said, Yoan said, let's see, hold on. I got to unmute here. Okay, they said that AI trading bots. No, that's never going. Well, it hasn't worked yet because the market is always changing, and the computers in the market move way faster than AI, and trading is so dependent. I say the market is not set up where AI will be able to keep up with it as of yet. I say as of yet. Once it do, I will be the first to say I found something. I've been asking, Doc, I've asked on my Facebook, do anybody have a bot that works? And all I have to do is do a deposit into my account. And from that point, all I do is withdrawals. I would love that. I would love it so much I wouldn't even charge for it. I wouldn't be no reason to sell it. I would just give it away.
Yeah.
I would tell everybody about it and give it away, and everybody would get rich. But when you find somebody that's trying to sell a bot to you that say that works, it truly doesn't work, because if it works, what's the reason of selling it? You could just give it to everybody because you already using it to make money. It's working for you. You don't have to put in any work. You don't have to put it in, you can just give it away. That's how I see things, right?
Yeah.
But other business owners,
certain things you can't take the human element out, right? You can't take the human element out of everything, because if trading was an exact science, then you could use a bot, because you could set up the algorithms based around an exact science that all the numerical factors would equal what they would under the alphabetic model. 2 + 2 would always be 4, or 1 + 3 would always be 4. That's an exact. That will never change. But trading is not an exact science because, like you say, liquidity grabs or market manipulations, things like that. Well, algorithms ain't gonna pick that up.
Not at all.
No. So
that's what you call a fake out. One AI is smarter than the next.
Yeah.
The AI fake out. Oh, the AI crossover.
So I don't know. That'll be a hard one to ever come up with an app to get any consistency, because it's not an exact science. So I wouldn't. Some things AI can do, but those things that requires the human conscience, then those things somewhat eliminate AI, because AI don't have their human conscience, and trading requires a human conscience. So there are some things that AI just won't be good at, and that's where we as humanity stay one step ahead of AI as long as we maintain that level of superiority that we have. If we give that up, then who knows what it's going to look like. But right now, we're superior in the fact that we have that human element called a conscience that can lead to choices that's not based on exact sciences, but it's based on instincts, right? And the market, a lot of times, is instincts, isn't it? It ain't always structured. Sometimes I see you sometimes, babe, it's just is you know what you know, and it's instincts. Even though the market is going against normal structure and going against every rule that one is an instinct that you see and say, no, it's going to go this way. And so it does. I don't see how AI would have ever detected that. I just don't see how it would have done it. So, I can feel very comfortable with AI in a lot of areas of life, but then some things you requires that human element because it requires instincts and instincts that's attached to a conscious, and AI can't provide that at least at this stage. It can't, because its intelligence is artificial. It's not based around instincts or conscience or the five senses that we have to utilize. So
Yeah, I think that's what Ken Banks says something in the chat, and it says, does AI create wisdom or just efficiency?
Well, I wouldn't say it don't create wisdom. It doesn't create wisdom, because wisdom is not knowing, is knowing how to apply what you know. That that would be more the definition of wisdom, is not what you know, is knowing how to apply what you know, being wise on how to use information and knowledge. But AI can be a source of knowledge, but it can't direct you on how to use that knowledge unless it's something that has to do with a physical or mechanical operation that's done by one, like how to screw a boat in an AI. But other than that, no, it won't. It doesn't in any way give man wisdom. It just can provide you with information that's transferable into knowledge, that if you're wise enough, you can know how to use it for the good of yourself and others, right?
Yeah, that's that answer that question right there. I think once a computer or technology can get wisdom, I think that's when we really should be worried.
Where's it getting this wisdom from, huh?
Yeah. Where's it getting this wisdom from?
Yeah, what experiences does it have? Wisdom come with experience, right? And,
oh yeah.
Yeah, so where's it getting this wisdom from? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, so I think overall the AI is good for overall society when used in the right manner.
Right.
Can it be used for the wrong thing? Absolutely. Will it be used for the wrong thing by some people? Absolutely. But I think it's ultimately, like you said, it all depends on the person and what they choose to do with it. Right. Yeah. But if you do something wrong with AI or without AI, it's always going to come back on you. Somebody always going to find out. So with the technology, though, it's been absolutely amazing being able to see the creation of it, being able to use it, and being able to create with it, being able to just play with it and see what it can do. Just type in, just pushing buttons, right? I went on one site. I wish my brother, he gonna send me that site, but he showed me AI where I can put in anyone's name in history that's very known, and I can have a full conversation with Gandhi. I can have a full conversation with Martin Luther King, and I can have a full conversation with whoever I wanted to have a conversation with. And the AI will pick up historically that person and everything about that person. So when I ask that particular known person's name that they're imitating, they would give me answers as if the AI was that person.
Wow. Wow.
And I was hoping that my brother sent me that link because I wanted to share that on the screen and show the power, just to give an example of the power of AI. And if I get that text message before the actual call is over, our podcast is over, think big. We're going to show you how big AI really thinks.
They real big, real big.
Yes, sir.
It does. It is real big, and so and that helps us to be able to think big because it allows us to realize opportunities that we wouldn't have been able to realize without AI. So not only does it allow us to think bigger, but it allows us to execute at a much bigger platform. Because now we do have AI, so yeah, I'm really excited. Like I said, I'm very excited about AI, and again, my main excitement is because it affords us here at Hidden Wealth an opportunity to help a lot of people, right? It really does, but then it affords them an opportunity to help themselves, like it has done for myself, and of course, I'm sure for you.
Absolutely,
it has afforded us an opportunity to do things or fulfill passions that one may have not had the opportunity to do. So from that perspective, I want to encourage as many as I can that, if you have any type of an idea or any type of skill set or anything that the world is in need of, or be it in entertainment or service or product that you have that you can put out there, because there's AI out here now and there's opportunities, this is the perfect timing to look at positioning yourself to create secondary income, or it could become your primary income. But you got to think big. You got to think big. You can't think little. I mean, you got to think big because AI affords you the opportunity now to do some bigger things. So, that's what I'm trying to do, Bay, is encourage people to start putting together plans on how they're going to use AI in their lives to enhance their lives, because again, anybody can get out there and set up them a social media site and start executing some type of business idea out there. There's wealth on the table. And now it's time to get it. Why? Because it's free. For the most part, social media is free. We don't know how long it's going to be that way, right? We know how big business work. They draw you in till you get so hooked on it, and then all of a sudden they drop a price on you, right? So why there's not a price on it? This is the time to use it to at least give yourself a chance, because you don't know whether that idea, that business idea that you have will work or not. But you can get a free audience out here on social media. Hey, I may even follow you. Send me a link. So, but that's what I want to do. I want to encourage people to take advantage of the opportunities that AI is affording them, especially in this landscape in today's time, because you need second and third streams of income. And if you can get out here in this space and build yourself a secondary stream of income, then that's what we want to see you do. And especially here in Hidden Wealth with our business incubator program that we're kicking off, that we can bring people in on now covering and teach them the nuances of putting a business structure together and how to go about marketing and finding clients. And I'm excited about that too, because people are starting to, realize bank accounts can get fat. They get the skill set in the Forex, right? And then to create them a business or something like that. And I'm certainly not saying that, everybody should quit their job and join Hidden Wealth and get rich and famous. We ain't saying that at all. Because we're not saying quit anything. I mean, things don't quit. They just end, right? We're not quitters. So we're not saying quit your job, come to Hidden Wealth and get rich and famous. And no. What we're saying is have plans that can afford you the life that you want. and AI is giving opportunities now so that people can broaden their outlook on life. They can see opportunities of hope that they couldn't see prior to AI. They couldn't see it. I mean, you know, even at in my stage in life, for me to have the opportunity to do this, to help as many individuals that God send my way, wow. Thank you, AI.
Hey, Major, but isn't it? But I think you feel much better, and I think everybody feel better with AI.
Yeah.
I think everybody feel better with AI, but I think you and the where you came from and what you've been through, what you had to learn, you have a greater appreciation for AI than someone that just born into it because they don't know what they had to go through or what you had to go through. It's like nowadays, a cell phone or a computer.
Right.
You appreciate that computer more than someone that's all they knew was a computer.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that. That's a good point. That's an excellent point.
Yeah. So a person will abuse something.
Wow.
That they're just used to. It's like the rich. Most children that was born rich, they lose the money because they don't know the hard work their parents and forefathers had to put in to get rich, to put them in that position. That's why majority of millionaires today are new millionaires. Unless, of course, they have the trust and they have to follow the rules of the trust that the ruler created for the trust in the family tree. Of course, that's the same thing with the internet. I believe in technology. I think I'm coming from a perspective of remembering when it wasn't like it's crazy because like I didn't like touchscreen phones. My girlfriend at the time, which is my wife now, I got my first touchscreen phone in 2012. I had the flip phone with the numbers. I said, I don't need to get on the internet on the phone. I get on the computer for that. That's too much distraction for me. I said and as soon as I got the iPhone, I didn't get the iPhone. I had the Android. As soon as I got the Galaxy, the first thing I downloaded was Instagram. And then from that point, I'm like, oh, wait, maybe this is good. Maybe it is. This is something I can utilize. It can help me reach out to new people. But now the new generation, they're just a fad. Hey, I just need to get Instagram. They use it a little bit different, right? But they'll never have the realization, or they'll never have the experience that one may have that know what it was like before Instagram, before Facebook, before a computer. We was looking up the first time I remember the first time I ever used a computer, Doc. I remember the first time I ever used the computer. I had to walk to the library. You had to sign a paper. You had to walk to the library. You only got 30 minutes on it, but it was a waiting list. 30 minutes, public library, walk to the library, sign a paper. You probably had to come back 2 days later because the paper was filled just to use this one computer that the library had. You get there, AOL dial-up. I got on the computer. For what? I didn't know where to go. This is my first time using it. What I'm doing, where I'm going, what I'm looking up. How do you use this? AOL, what's this? I'm just looking around, pushing buttons. I didn't know what to go. By the time I got on the website, found somewhere to go, my time was up. The computer shut down.
Right.
It's totally shut down. I remember having a Texas Instrument that my uncle brought to me. And he showed me how to code, and the code just made numbers and letters go across. I was so excited just to put in the code and make Scribble Scrabble go across the screen. Right? But now today's society, hey Siri. I can talk to a device and it will, hey Siri, tell me a joke.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
And then they want to act up on you too. Hey Siri, what time is it?
Here's what I found.
It gives me the actual websites to go to. Mine is acting up. Can you tell me the time, Siri? Shut up on me. Right? So it all
No instincts.
yeah. So I believe that, hey Siri, I love you. I love you.
I think you're pretty great too.
Thank you. I appreciate you. So now it gives you the human experience, even when it's not a human. So I think that's a great thing, but it can also be a dangerous thing for those that don't think right. Those that may be going through something. Those that may have triggers from traumatic experiences in life, that have thoughts that lead them in the wrong direction. But it can be absolutely amazing for people that dream big, that think big, that want to find the way. So the question, my last question, Doc, because we almost at an hour.
Flies. Whoa.
Yeah, time flies. Time flies.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Just your opinion. Just your opinion, Doc. Just your opinion.
Okay. And I'm gonna be brief because I want to be respectful of everybody's time. It was kind enough.
Yeah, it was a good conversation though, Doc. They probably keep on going, right?
Yeah, maybe so.
With the experience, do you think the experience of the human experience is more important, or the human experience is more valuable than the AI experience? Which experience do you think is more valuable?
Between the human and the AI experience?
Yeah, which one do you think is more valuable? Just your opinion. Just your opinion.
I would say they both are equally important. But if I was going to place value, then the experiences that one may have with humans may not be as valuable as the ones they may have with AI.
All depends on the relationship for the person.
That's
so dynamic. That's so dynamic.
That question is somewhat open-ended.
Yeah, but you open my mind up to a whole nother discussion, because depending on who you have the experience with may not be an experience you even wanted. But it may be an experience you needed.
Right. Because you can have experiences that's non-human, but that can create emotions that outweigh some of the joyous experiences that you had with humans. There are people who have pets that they have a closer relationship with their pets than they ever had with any human. You know.
Wow.
Yeah, because the pet may have been more loyal, more, in some cases, or more friendly, or they just created a bond with that pet that inseparable. So, again, when it comes to AI and humans, I guess it just depends on what the experience was and who was with. So that's somewhere open-ended. I can't book in that question.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, Doc, before you answered, I was gonna say, man, the human experience. I was gonna say the human experience. Give me the human experience. I'll take the human experience over the AI experience any day, right?
Right.
But then I start thinking about some of the past experiences I had in my life. No, I'm okay. Just give me the AI. Just give me the AI. But then I start thinking like, well, if I didn't have that human experience, I wouldn't be who I am today.
Right.
So I think
Right.
they're equally yoked. I think they're equally yoked, and
Yeah.
you can
I agree.
use the human experience through the AI, and you can use the AI for the human experience.
Yeah. Because we have to do both here at Hidden Wealth, right?
Yeah, you got to. You have to. It's a must.
Yeah. We rely on AI quite a bit. AI is a partner with us in the business.
Yeah.
We have employed AI per se.
Yes, sir.
And AI is an intricate part of the team. We interact throughout the day through the use of AI. AI is a conduit for everything that we do interconnected, right? We are connected through AI. So our experiences are different now than they would have been, years ago. Because even now, we're doing this via video. So that has allowed emotions and expressions to be illustrated live, right on camera, all because of AI, right? So, no, I just feel that AI has been such a positive force for those of us who wanted the playing ground to be equal. Because there was a time, like, say for instance, myself, as doing business consulting and along with some other skill sets that I have over the years, and individuals are have to come to my office and or I meet them or whatever, and share knowledge. I'm just sharing knowledge as a consultant. Knowledge, but now that you can pretty much ask AI. So, but for those, now some of the clients I work with, I've been very fortunate to work with a lot of athletes, entertainers, business owners, executives. So I had a very high-end, clientele, and very fortunate, and like a lot of those are now friendships. We have lifelong friendships. So I've made a lot of friends amongst entertainers and athletes and the like. So, but I've been very fortunate in that way, where they had the resources to pay me, even if AI wasn't available. They had the resources. But what about those who didn't have the resources to pay me, but needed that knowledge that I had to help move their business along? Then they could, they couldn't get in my office or the affordability was not there. That's what I'm trying to say. But now with AI, there's a lot of information and knowledge out there that has kind of leveled the playing field. Even to the point when somebody want to buy a vehicle, man, you can buy a vehicle and they can bring it right to your door, and you ain't got to deal with salesmen, putting on all these other old fees and stuff and taking advantage of you because you don't know. It's just, AI has made things accessible and affordable to the average consumer that at a time we were cut off from some knowledge, certain knowledge that was just withheld from us so that we would have to pay for it, but that was business because that was a business of selling knowledge. Well, now you can get that same knowledge for free. Even colleges and universities having to deal with that when they say the students going to be plagiarizing and having AI write their papers and stuff. No, the biggest fear, if they having to contend with AI giving that knowledge away free, that they've been overcharging us for years and should have been giving it to us for free.
Got it. There it is.
That's what's really going on.
There it is.
That's what's really going on. Is that that there are some people who was forced to go to college and get a 4-year degree just to be able to compete in any type of workforce, right? Where now AI is making it possible for people to avoid going to college in some instances and still create a nice lifestyle. a nice lifestyle because there's more opportunities now that evolved beyond what was once the normal labor market or workforce. Because over the last 36 months, and this happened even during a pandemic, there were more entrepreneurs, an increase of 17% more entrepreneurs than over the last 10 years. And this just took place in the last 3 during a pandemic. What was unique about the pandemic that afforded all these individuals the opportunity? The use and exposure of Zoom.
Wow.
And people started using social media a lot more because they was home and they couldn't go and visit people like myself, who would hardly never get on social media. It offered me a way to somewhat stay connected to a world outside of me that had been taken from me because of a pandemic that I had a little bit of a fear over, that I didn't want to catch it. So, but AI allowed, entrepreneurs, the creativity that came to life was able to be put onto a platform as a result of AI. Now, how can you not be excited about
You
that?
got to be. You have to be excited about that. I'm gonna tell you something, Doc. During the pandemic, I made the most money as an entrepreneur during the pandemic that I had ever made before any pandemic that I had ever experienced in my life. And it was all because of technology. Without that technology, it probably would have been a lot more suicides. It probably would have been a lot more homicides. It would probably be a lot more individuals that perished because of violent situations, internal and external. I believe that the world would have went crazy without technology during a pandemic because of the age we're in, the generation we're in, the privileges that we have, the more we have elevated. I believe that if technology shut down just for 1 month, if a people wasn't able to use any technology for 1 month, no, just the internet, just to say the internet, people would actually go crazy. No video games, no internet. Well, video games are on the internet now. So no video games, no internet, nothing internet. I think the world will go crazy. So we need technology. So if we need technology, we utilize technology, we might as well make it better. So I love it. And I'm happy that Hidden Wealth Society is a part of that wave. I'm so happy and grateful now that Hidden Wealth Society provides the education to help individuals understand technology, be able to maximize their experience with the technology, to be able to have the ability to capitalize off of the technology. And we're going to get better with the technology as well. We're going to stay ahead of the curve with the technology. And I totally agree with you. Even though I had some biases, but after this conversation, I don't have any more biases. Let's go. Let's go, AI.
Because I don't think we should. I mean, I don't think we should. We can't be afraid of something that can help us, but just have the wisdom to not allow it to consume you to the fact that you become. It's nothing wrong with being codependent, to where there's a working relationship between the two that's harmonious, right? But when one becomes beyond codependent, where their life is so interdependent that they can't function without it, that's when it becomes a problem. We don't want it to become a medicine or a drug that life ends without it. It should never become that to one that it creates an addiction. As long as we find the balance, because there has to be the human side of who we are, but utilize the technological advances that humanity has put at our fingertips to make the world better, to create opportunities for people, to allow it to evolve humanity to the next level of growth in the most peaceful way possible. And I think that's something that we need, because we are at a place in humanity where we're going to another, where we're transitioning to another frontier. And some of that bring about space and opening of opportunities for so many of our youth. And because now AI will give them the opportunity to educate themselves in some of the most rural parts of the world that have been cut off from most of society, but now if they can get a little cell phone in their hand, if they can just get a cell phone in their hand, they can open up and unlock a world that has been hidden from them for years. And you have to be excited about that.
Yeah.
You just have to be excited about that. And so I guess that's why we're pushing so hard here at Hidden Wealth to bring exposure to those who can now get a cell phone in their hand and say, you no longer have to be in poverty. You no longer, you showed in a class last night that you could do everything from a cell phone. So if we can get exposure to those different societies and individuals, we got AI now. AI is going to help us reach so many people. That's why we are partnered with AI here in Hidden Wealth. It's because we know we can never reach the masses without AI. We can't get there with AI. You know, we have to use AI to get there. So I'm excited, my brother.
Yes, sir.
And
yes, sir.
I guess you can tell I'm a fan of AI, right?
Hey, same here now. I was always a fan of AI, but he was on the basketball court.
Yeah.
He was the original AI, right? Hey, I'm excited. I know we went over a little bit, but do you have any closing remarks, Doc? Do we have any closing remarks? I'll yield the floor to you. Closing remarks.
Well, hey, look, again, babe, it's an honor to always come on the camera with you and to just have an opportunity to speak to as many that had the opportunity to come on and hopefully just start a conversation that goes beyond what we talked about here, but hopefully it opens something up in our audience thinking that, yeah, there are opportunities out here now. There are opportunities, you know. If you got a child at home and they got any type of talent, put them in front of the camera. Put them in front of the camera. Unless you're private, and I'm not saying do that if you're private, but I'm just saying the opportunities are here now, and you know, take advantage of all the opportunities the AI affords you. Certainly, we use it in our day-to-day life to commute back and forth from, like you said, the grocery stores, self-checkouts, you know, calling up grandmother or talking to, you know, the siblings or the kids through the advent of the phone. So there's, you know, so many uses that we use AI and we all take it for granted. But I guess the thing I want to leave with the audience tonight, more so than anything, is that yes, we do use AI to make our day-to-day lives more better and to bring levels of comfort that we would not have without AI. But let's look at AI from another different perspective, if you will. Let's look at AI and how it can be used to create additional revenue streams if that's a desire that you may have. And let's find a way or find some ways to make wealth not just a conversation, but something tangible that you can wrap your hands around through the use of AI. Let's create income. Let's take advantage of this opportunity and change bloodlines. This is the opportunity now to create wealth for your bloodline, for your household. And when I'm saying wealth, I'm not talking about millions and millions of dollars. I'm talking about freedom. I'm talking about freedom. That's the greatest wealth that one can have is freedom. Because you can have all the money in the world and don't have your freedom. Money means nothing. Wealth is freedom to choose. And that's what God gave us all, the ability to choose. And that is your wealth. And when you're in a position to make your own choices, you are wealthy. And that's what AI allow a lot of us to do, to take back control of our own lives and introduce ourselves to the world and show the world the side of us that we want them to know and not the side that history may decide to write, right? So that will be my last remarks to the audience. Take advantage of this opportunity and this time to create the wealth that you so rightfully deserve. And I'm sure all of you have skill sets and talents that the world is waiting to see. And that will be my closing remarks. And thank you all for giving us this opportunity. Back to you, babe.
Yes, sir. Salute to you, Doc. And my closing remarks, I think I got my closing statement, Doc. You know how things come to me.
Okay.
Here it goes.
Okay.
I'm gonna end it like this for now on. All right.
Okay.
You've heard the statement, the world is a small world.
Yes.
But it becomes even smaller when you think big. Peace and love, y'all.
Right. I love that.
Yes, sir. Talk to y'all to the 27th? When is it? When is our next? Two Thursdays from today. So not next week. Yeah, not next week. The 28th. The 28th.
28th.
Yep.
Okay.
See you all back on the 28th. Hey, y'all take it easy as always. Peace, love, and freedom.